Just trying to bounce back. I think what goes around comes around. I guess it happened to us there, and we made a late surge. And I guess it came back around to bite us this time, and they made a late surge, and it's just like we couldn't make any shots, and we couldn't get any stops, and that killed us. And that's kind of what happened down there. So I guess it's just karma in a way.
They played zone defense in the first half too, but you guys didn't have as many issues at all compared to the second half. Was there anything different in the look they gave?
They moved it back a little bit, so we wouldn't pass it to the high post, and we were just a little too stagnant on offense, not moving enough and not getting enough player movement. Once we got it to the high post, they kind of went to a man-ish zone, and it was kind of giving us a little problems. And ultimately, we gotta get stops to get out in transition, and also just knock down open shots, and that's what kind of hurt us tonight.
Bobby said that the number of minutes that you guys are playing starters might be a contributing factor to not having as much juice late in games. Do you think that that's a factor or not really?
It's possible. I mean, it's getting towards the end of the season. A lot of guys are banged up all over the country, and it's probably a lot of guys playing that type of minutes. I'm not going to necessarily disagree or agree with that. I think it could have been that, but I think it also could have just been. It might have not just been our night.
Kind of off that, really somebody wants to, develop the bench and be able to trust the bench a little bit more. As a leader on the squad, how do you instill confidence in those guys who maybe don't see as much minutes?
I just try to tell the guys on the bench that I was there before, and if you get an opportunity, you have to take it and you have to make the best of it. I was in a position a lot the last couple years, and I feel like I did a decent job. And I try to tell them that I know it's frustrating, but you have to be ready when your time is called. And we have some guys on the bench that can help us for sure. So I definitely agree with Coach and just trying to get those guys more involved so they can be more engaged in the game and they can ultimately help us.
Anything else?
Did you think that the shots that you guys were getting as a team overall, especially in the last 7-8 minutes, were as good as you wanted or needed them to be?
Not necessarily. I don't think we were getting great shots. I think we were getting decent shots. I think we were getting makeable shots. I think they just weren't falling. And Stanford, they're a tall team. They're a big team. So, sometimes they can take away certain stuff by just being there, just putting their arms up. So it was a little bit of both.
How do you want to see your half-court offense develop? I know you guys struggle when you guys get put in that half-court offense. What do you want to see change? What do you want to see stay the same?
Honestly, just trusting your teammates, trusting your brothers, and when we look good when we move the ball and we share the ball and the ball's popping and moving and we're getting open shots. And we had a lot of them in the first half and the second half. I think we just have to step into it. I think it's confidence for everybody. Everybody has to believe in themselves and believe in their teammates because we're getting the shots. We had a lot of shots. We had chances to break open the game, but we kind of let them back in and it hurt us. So just keep doing what we're doing and build on that.
What's an adjustment you need to make before the game against Cal this Saturday?
Me personally,
Yeah.
just being a better leader, being better in every way. I had chances out there to impact the game, and sometimes I fall into just being out there where I'm not really doing anything for a few minutes. So I have to find a way to impact the game at all times to help us win. And when, as a leader on this team, when I see we're going through stretches where people are putting their head down or they're making their surge, I have to be more vocal, and I have to bring more energy to the team.
With the four-guard lineup that you have, how do you approach playing all teams like Stanford, two guys with over the boards?
It's hard. Like I said, it's hard. They're very tall. Sometimes on those crackdowns, when you crack it down on 6'10", 7 foot, it's kind of hard. They can just tip the ball over you, or you have to double the post. So and they shoot really well. So if you double, they kick out. So it definitely was a tough matchup, but we have to use our speed and athleticism to kind of pressure them so they don't see that. So it kind of looks like it's 6 defenders out there.
What do you think of Sean tonight before he went out? I think 2 blocks, good moves down low.
I definitely wasn't happy when Sean got hit with the ball and came out. I think that kind of messed up the momentum a little bit, like I've always said. I think Sean's great for us, and I think he helps us in a lot of different ways, and I was hurt to see him go tonight.
Now on a 3-game losing streak, what do you think this group needs to do to turn the corner and be able to make a strong push to the end of the season?
Just keep looking forward. The past is in the past. Learn from it and move on. We can't dwell on it too much. As everybody knows, the Pac-12 isn't. It's a unique year as far as everybody being so close in the standings, to the point where if we make a late surge, we could still end up at the top, and I like our chances.
Is that something you guys have talked about, that, hey, we're struggling now, but we could still very much win the Pac-12 tournament and get an automatic bid?
Even just try to win out the regular season. I think every game we play for the rest of the conference schedule is a winnable game. And I think this is, now we're playing everybody for the second time besides maybe Arizona and Washington State. So other than that, we've seen everybody, and every game was a winnable game. So I think we just have to learn from our mistakes, put our head down, keep working, and keep believing.
Feels good? Thanks, gang.